A comfortable win in the end, would you say?
Yeah, I think you look at the result, and we've got what we wanted. We've got the 3 points, and that's all kind of all we'll move on from.
Strange game, particularly in the start of the second half. Seemed like a game of penalty tennis at one point.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, I think it was a little bit physical, and occasions a little bit. I think they lost the discipline at times, but credit to our boys. We stuck to our task and held the discipline, and obviously kind of a better team won in the end.
And I'm sure you'll be pleased that Rob Duffy did play through that pain barrier, as it were, and got out on the field today.
Definitely, obviously he's over the moon. Every striker will tell you the same. He'll play through the pain barrier as long as he can get three on a Saturday. So no, he's over the moon, and we're really pleased with him.
He's a very good penalty taker. I suppose you just feel he's going to score them every time he steps up, do you?
Yeah, he's composed. He's somebody who you feel confident and assured with. Obviously, I think Jake also needs to mention Jake Spakus. He's worked definitely on really hard for the 2 goals that obviously Duffy's ended up scoring. So he'll probably be giving him a pat on the back and at least an orange juice tonight or something like that. So we'll see about that.
I suppose Jake Spate will feel a little bit hard done by even further because he had the ball in the net twice himself.
Yeah, definitely. So, but Jake's one of them who wants to score goals, and we're in a fortunate position at the football club at the moment, especially up top, where we've got a lot of quality strikers. You look at Daz, you look at Blair, you look at Pez, who's obviously going to be coming back for the next game. We've got plenty of competition for places up the top.
I mean, I was going to say, I suppose it's not a bad situation to be in when you can bring off a striker like Rob Duffy, who's just got a hat-trick, and replace him with Darryl Clare.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm sure there'll be a lot of teams in this division who'd like to be able to do that. Obviously, we have got quite a few strikers, and we're possibly getting a little bit short with obviously the Nixie injury today in other positions, but we'll move on from there, and obviously look forward to Tuesday night.
What's the news on Carl Nix?
Again, it's a little bit difficult to assess the situation straight after, i.e. swelling, etc. So Carl will be coming in tomorrow for a little bit further assessment on the situation, and we'll move from there.
No rest for the wicked, I suppose. A long trip on Tuesday night, Barrow away.
Yeah, definitely. It becomes shorter if you get the result that you want, but we'll go up there, prepare well. Obviously, we've played them once this season already. I know they've changed and brought 1 or 2 in, so we'll have prepared right and correctly for that. And again, make sure the lads are disciplined and organised in what we want to do.
Your next 5 or 6 matches are all against teams in the bottom half of the table. I mean, I know you won't underestimate any of those sides, but is this a good chance to get back on track?
Like we've always said, the gaffer's always said, it's important that whatever game you play, you go for the 3 points, whether it's Oxford, whether it's Luton, etc. And kind of who's to say that those teams that we play in the next couple of weeks will be down the bottom. They may have had just a difficult run of games, so we won't take any liberties, and we won't rest on our laurels. And it's important that we go about it in the right manner, in the professional manner that the gaffer insists on. And I'm sure the lads will do, because that's the type of people that they are.
Well done today.
Cheers, thank you.
Gareth, you mentioned that professionalism. That must have been probably the most pleasing thing for you today after the Oxford game. You know, the way the lads sort of got the job done, as it were.
Yeah, I think it's always that case where you can turn around and it's like the Lord Mayor's show, where you can rest on your laurels and kind of almost waste what you've done on Tuesday night by kind of putting a poor performance in today. But credit to the lads, they've stuck to the task, they've stuck to their responsibilities, and been disciplined in going about that. It's been a game where you had to go toe for toe with them, because occasionally in certain situations you could have lost your rag with a couple of them, but that's credit to the lads, and obviously they've learned from situations past not to be able to go and do that, because there's nobody that suffers other than yourselves. So credit to our boys and for their professionalism today, and we're over the moon with how they went about it.
I mean, I suppose if being ultra critical, perhaps the clean sheet, eluding you, that little bit frustrating, because just a little bit of a sloppy goal to go away, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think obviously Maz is somebody who, you look at the 2 great saves he made at the end. He's somebody who has exceedingly high standards, who them that kind of goes crazy if his defence if he concedes in training. But no, it's important. Again, we make sure that we're organised and we talk about never switching off. And we'll be looking to be able to keep that clean sheet on Tuesday night. But again, the defence have done tremendously well today to kind of keep quiet. Their strikers kind of chucked everything at us at the end, but they've done exceedingly well.
Yeah, a couple of defeats in your last 2 away games. So that's something you'll be looking to address, I guess, at Barrow.
Yes, always. We've said it at the beginning of the season. Our away form has to improve. We've set ourselves a challenge and a task of kind of winning X amount of games this season that we believe will allow us to be where we want to be at the end of the season. That task and that number is still in sight, obviously, and we'll look to go to Barrow on Tuesday night and put another one up on the chart as though we can put that one to bed.
There was a suggestion that Sanderson might be fit enough to be on the bench today, but now there's also a suggestion that another keeper might be coming in on Monday. So what's the situation?
I spoke to the gaffer. The gaffer's policy is, unfortunately, that we turn around and make sure that we don't talk about other players until it's kind of signed and sealed. I know you guys will accept that and understand that, just the professional manner that you go about things and just not releasing names until everything's signed and sealed, if you like, because you never say never. I think the gaffer over his years in football has learned that until it's all signed and sealed, kind of it's not definite. So we'll be hoping to move, and the gaffer's looking to try and kind of bring in players, obviously to help with the injury situation at the moment. We will be looking, obviously you restricted and well, not restricted, but you're governed by kind of budget situations and things like that. So at the football club we'll be working very hard, and I know the gaffer's working tremendously hard to be able to bring in the players that he can to the football club that will obviously sustain the present form that we're in.
Well, Craig Armstrong joining me, Jason, and nice 3 points, and also buying a bit of time for getting more players available, isn't it?
Yeah, if you look at it that way, it was a tough game. They set out the stall. I think it was 3-5-2 or 3-4-3, whatever, which way you look at it, and it was a horrible game to play in. A little bit scrappy at times. I'm probably part of that. Didn't start as bright as what I'd like to. But I think the boys are tired from Tuesday. We'll give it our all on Tuesday, and it's maybe caught up with a little bit with us, and rightly so. But it's 3 points again, isn't it?
You just patted a player on the back. You can tell us who it was and said, "You're my man of the match." Who was that?
Yeah, Jake Spear was. I thought he was immense today. Rob Duffy, great hat trick for him. Pleased for him. In the right place at the right time, and 2 penalties. But Jake's been brought down for the pen, and he's obviously got the handball as well, I think, wasn't it? Unlucky not to get on the score sheet. He deserved the goal.
He looked as if he was a little bit worse for wear at the end of the game as well.
Yeah, he's ran his socks off for 75-80 minutes. He's ended up cramping up at the end, and he's a fit boy, and to get through as much effort as what he has today, that's why he's cramped up, and he deserves the accolades today, I think.
You said it was a difficult game today. What made it a difficult game?
Just after all, everything that happened on Tuesday, I suppose. It was a big must-win. We'd had 3 bad defeats, and deservedly Kidderminster, but maybe not Rushden or Stevenage. And we need to get back on track against Oxford, and we did. And then, to maybe not perform today and get beat today after beating Oxford is a kick in the teeth. And it's a great victory today, and it's set up our trip to Barrow, and it's home to Forest Green next week.